Plan with this camp, and I feel like with everything's on track, everything's moving nicely, and I feel like I'm in good shape. And we've got another 6 weeks to go before the fight.
How big of a factor and a attribute is it for you to have speed and bring your speed not only in a heavyweight fight but against a guy like Anthony Joshua?
It's very important. It's very important to have. I've sort of had fights, in the past, and I haven't really shown what I'm capable of doing. So we've been working since I've been working with Kim. We're working on movement and speed, power. We've been working on other things, but I haven't really executed everything to the best of my ability. So it's going to be very important to show class everything that I have, speed, movement, and with a guy like Joshua, it's going to be very important.
Kevin, we saw in the Takam fight, Takam's movement kind of gave Joshua some problems establishing a rhythm. He was kind of hesitant.
That particular fight told a lot about Anthony Joshua. I think that really brought things into perspective. That someone like Takam, who could come into that fight on 12 days' notice when he wasn't even in the gym, he was riding a bicycle around, and to give Joshua the problems that he did, told us a lot. And when Eddie Hearn started talking last year, just prior to Christmas, that we want to fight Parker, we weren't even looking to fight Joshua at that stage. And then Joe came to our team and he said, hey, if they want it, let's make this fight now. We think this is the right time. This is a fight that we've looked at for the last 3 years. We knew that one day this fight, providing both guys stayed undefeated, this fight was going to take place. We've studied him time and time again. We've watched him against all different styles. We know that he's a big, strong, powerful guy, but we also know there are some serious weaknesses and flaws in the skill set. And we think there's never been a greater time to fight Anthony Joshua. And if we don't win this fight on March 31, it won't be. It'll be because Joe's not simply good enough. Okay, we think this is the right time and the right guy at the right time.
Or did you see someone and you like that particular style?
Growing up and sort of when I first started boxing, my dad always talked about speed. So he took me to a certain level. But then when I sort of started working with Kevin and started having a proper training structure and training plan, then I was able to pick up even more speed. So, and I like guys like Lennox Lewis, I like guys like Roy Jones Jr. When he was in his prime, and the speed that he presented was great to watch.
Were you always fast as a youth?
Yeah.
Yeah, you always had speed?
I had good speed.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a gift.
Possibly, if you had it since you were a kid.
Do you think that they're underestimating you, Anthony Joshua's camp?
I can't really talk on their behalf. They might be underestimating me in terms of the last fights that they've seen me being involved in, but if they underestimate me, then good, because there's going to be a surprise come fight night. Like Kevin said, this is very positive 4 weeks that we've had here in Vegas so far, and we're looking at giving him everything, leaving everything in that ring. So it's going to be a bit of a surprise.
The spotlight's been on Joshua for some time now. You think a lot of his opponents, maybe they go in, they're almost, I'm not saying defeated, but they're deflated before they even face him. That doesn't hold true in your case, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up. I was talking with Kevin and what we sort of seen on the fights that he's had. The opponents already going and they're already scared of him. Or he's sort of he's already won the fight because he's intimidating. But we don't he's a big guy, he's got power, but we don't care. That's why we wanted to make the fight happen.
Joe, you and Kevin both are stressing speed, movement, but in recent years you've bulked up a little more. I think you've been in the 240s now your past few fights or so. Does that compromise any of your speed or movement? Is that a concern at all going into this fight?
Yeah, we discussed that as well. With the fights that we've been a lot heavier, we haven't had as much speed or movement as the fights we've had in the past when we're a bit lighter. So our plan is to come into this fight a lot lighter than we were in the last two fights.
You have a reputation of having a very solid chin. Does that give you extra confidence coming into the fight? Do you have a belief that you look at Joshua and you look at him and you're like, you can't hurt me. Whatever you throw at me, I know for a fact you can't hurt me.
My chin's held up so far. My belief and my confidence comes from our training. When I know they'll put in the work and they give everything 100% in training camp, I'll go into the fight with no nerves or no fears because I know I've done everything I can in training. So whatever happens in the fight happens, but as long as you know you're given everything.
Joseph and Kevin too, how important is the jab in this fight? Because I know in the past you guys have said you feel like that might be Joseph's best punch, is the jab.
Well, I think, you know, if we let Anthony Joshua get his long left jab off and be first to punch all the time, it's going to be very hard for Joe to close the distance. So, you know, the jab for us and for him is very important in this fight. We cannot afford to be standing there and allow him to control things with that long jab. Joe, we talked about his speed before. You know, we need to get that double jab going. We need a lot of head movement. We need a lot of hand movement. We need a lot of body movement. You know, movement is the key for us in this fight.
And Joe, do you think you're going to have to go to the body more than Joshua's been used to? Klitschko never went to the body.
When you watch the previous fights, I mean, when Takim hit the body, started hitting the body, he started to slow down a bit, but he didn't hit the body enough. Now our plan is to mix it up.